Do you guys did you guys ever have an idea of what growing up, what your perception of masculinity, what it was, and how it's developed up until this point?
You're determining your own thing. That's like the most important thing about masculinity, right?
Oh,
Like kind of
no,
responsibility shit.
no.
And you're taking full responsibility and like feeling no shame about who you are. That's the most manly shit you can do.
We had this kid who was like, he didn't wipe his butt because that was also gay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your favorite podcast, releasing every Saturday at 9:30 Central Time, 10:30 Eastern Time. I'm your host, Quadro, with Shakir, Ibra, and how you boys, how y'all weeks been, man?
What the fuck is Central Time?
I think that's the time zone I'm in.
Shakir,
I'm about to be in Central Time soon.
What's going on? I know for the viewers, we're recording this the day after Valentine's Day, and out of the three of us, only my boys boot up. So how did you celebrate that 11th day, my boy?
It was calm. I'm in a very, very broke time in my life right now. But yeah, I got her some flowers. We got dinner. She got me a bunch of stuff. Yeah, it was nice.
Okay. Ibra, how did you spend your Valentine's Day?
took a nap. Took more of a nap. Did some spring cleaning. Honestly, for the first time in a minute, I was just like I'm okay with being alone, but damn, I felt lonely.
I lied.
It rarely happens to me. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, and that was a weird feeling for the first time in years, where I'm like, I feel lonely. I'm like, oh shit, but now I'm back to normal. So
it was bad funny yesterday because I was waiting for my girl in the car, right, and I watched this crackhead walking around with flowers in his hand, and I was just thinking, like, if I was single and I saw this crackhead got some motion on Valentine's Day, I don't think I could take that well.
I mean, I get Ibra, man. I'll tell my story. I'll tell the night I had, but we went out. One of my coworkers invited me out for, they called the Galentines because it was for the girls and the guys just tagged along. So it was just a bunch of us.
Yeah, why were you at a Galentine's?
It was just like,
come on, bruv.
No, but it's like I had nothing to do, and it wasn't like they were doing anything special. They were just like bar crawling and trying to get as drunk as possible, and they were just like, we could use the designated driver, and like, I'm Mr. Chill Vibes, so they invited me along, whatever, and then like stuff got set into it. But
you purposefully signed up hanging out with drunk women.
I had no. To be fair, they're my friends.
Oh, okay.
When we hang out, we genuinely have a good time. So hold on, let me paint this scene for you. This is the core group is 5 people, right? So Valentine's Day comes along, and for the most part, everyone that's working in that lab is big single. Nobody really has not enough motion to get an invite on Valentine's Day. So, girls take it upon themselves, we're gonna have a Valentine's Day, we're gonna go out, we're gonna do all this stuff. And it's originally started with 3 people. And I started talking to them and giving me friends, and they're like, Quadro, you should come along. And I was like, I really have nothing to do, I'm mobile these days, so I was like, you know what? I don't mind being designated driver, because one thing I remember, when I was walking, I was like, God, when I get the whip, I'm gonna make sure everybody eats too. Like, I'm not gonna be selfish with my whip. I'm gonna make that. If I could give if you know me, if I got a chance to give you a ride, I would never say no. It could be out of my way. Because I remember when I was on foot and niggas, they had me like, so I keep it real cordial. So the plan was, it's 2 girls and 3 guys, and the plan is for us, at least for them, we're going to meet up at one girl's house. We're going to I keep saying they were going to pregame, and we're going to drive downtown and just bar crawl, like just go to a bunch of different bars, try different drinks, like talk and just like calm vibes. So the time comes, and the morning I woke up, I had plans in the afternoon. So I woke up, got rid of those plans, hit the gym, came home, got ready, set off. We picked everybody up. Cool. This is like so the night starts. Everybody's in my car. We go to the pregame. We were late, so we couldn't really get to pregame. We had to rush it. Drove my car, went downtown, we found parking, so we set up the car, and then it starts going out. So we go to the first bar, and it's like the first bar is supposed to be like we were settling, so we started asking questions. But the problem with this hanging out with like especially like drunk girls is the more they drink, the more honest and the more open the conversations get. At least in my experience. So 1.5 drinks, and they start asking about everybody's love life. Like, do you have anybody? Quadro, do you have anybody? No. You're asking around.
If you had anybody, why the fuck would you be there?
That's what the fuck I said. I said, we're all here for a reason. But they're asking questions. And I'm a little bit closer with some coworkers than others. So they know a little bit more about me than others. So they were asking some questions. We're answering. Cool. So we end up doing all that, and this is where for me the night like took a flip on its worst, right? So one of my coworkers, and I love her to death, gets like extremely drunk, and she's like, you know what? I fucking hate men. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, you hear this all the time, but you never get like a rationale or like reasoning behind where it's coming from. And then the other shorty chimed in and she was like, yeah, I have no respect for this species. And I'm sitting here and I'm just like, in my head, I'm like,
are they straight or gay?
These are straight.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah.
the thing, this is just like the woman version of an incel, bro. Like,
Yeah, and I was like,
I just like zone
and
that shit out.
I never thought about that. You're right.
And then one of the girls, we got in a discussion because she was like, she downloaded Hinge, just for free meals. And I looked at her and I was like, you're part of the problem. Like, you're the issue. And she's like, what are you talking about? Are you my op right now? And I was like, low key, I am. Because I'm like, you don't have to go in there to get a free meal. You're not broke. You could go out and get the free meal yourself. She's like, but I don't want to pay for it. So we get into that debacle with the 10 and third. I will spend, mind you, like if they ever see, I'm not in your business. Two of my favorite coworkers said that. I just find it kind of interesting their opinion on the take. And I remember sitting there the whole night, and I'm like, why? Like, I get it. You know, a man might have done you dirty, but why do we have to sit here and shit on men unprovoked? You could just be sitting there minding your business. Yeah, that's why men ain't.
Listen, bro. It's a part of the fucking game. All right. Everybody get fucking hurt. There's women who've done me dirty. There's women I've done dirty. There's men who've done girls dirty. Nobody's shit. So when I hear this, like when people be like, "Oh, women ain't this, women ain't that, or men ain't this, men ain't that," I just ignore it because like Shakir, like the way you said it. These are like the incel versions of men. So I'm like, bro, I don't give it no attention because it's like it literally makes no sense at all. That's like having one bad interaction with a white person and hating all white people for the rest of your life. It's like, bro, I've been done dirty by women. I've it's a part of the game. Get over it. Get over it, bro. Like, you don't go through this life without no scratches and cuts. You heal up. Move on.
Bro, and it was so funny because at a certain point, one of the guys was linking. We were gonna link a group of other people from our job, and it was like 10. We were like 5. We were gonna link 10 other people, and she showed me the phone. I see the name, and it was like something Ajayi, and I'm like, that's a Nigerian girl. So she pulls up. She pulls up to the function, and I don't know how to describe it, but when you see someone and you could tell they getting a little bit Google eyes. I say in my head, I was like, girl, not today. I wasn't in the right headspace for but like she pulled up and she was like very much chill vibes. I could have talked to her more, but it was funny because they brought this guy along with them, right? One of my homegirls like the guy tried to talk to her and she just like was silent, right? And I was so confused. I was like, why? And she was like, when I get past a certain point of drunk, I don't feel the need to talk to unattractive men.
Honestly, fair.
And I'm sitting there, I'm just like, I didn't know which, after like 12, I didn't know which way was up because they was letting know. And I'm just like, I'm sitting here and I'm just like, if this is your, like, as a guy, it was a weird feeling for me because now I know how you truly feel about men. So it was like, and last time I checked, I got 2 balls. So
I wouldn't care because at the end of the day, I ain't trying to fuck you. So it's like,
yeah.
Like, bro, honestly, like there's certain, like being friends with a woman, you're always gonna hear niggas ain't shit, men ain't shit. Doesn't really bother me because I don't want you. So you can think however you want to think.
Because you're giving me more reason to not want you.
It's not even reason. I never wanted you from the jump. So you hate me. It isn't gonna change anything. Like, you know,
look, she's cool and she's really nice. But the whole thing in my head is that like I'm like at a certain point. Do you not want to find love? Like don't get me wrong, it's not nothing I'm chasing, but sometimes I'll be seeing something. I was like, I in my heart, I was like, it would be an honor to have someone look at you like through a lens of a partner, like to have somebody you can joke with, you can laugh with. It's a nice feling.
Yeah.
Why are we downplaying it?
Some people are so bruised to the point where it's like the best way they could do it. The best way to deal with their hurt is to just lie to themselves that they don't want it. That's like, which is like, bro.
And she's not even that way. And I was telling her, and she was like, "Oh, like this year she wants to go on a date," and she's like, she doesn't think it's gonna happen.
Ain't going on no date with that mindset. I can tell you that shit.
That's the one. And I was like, why don't you?
How do you change that mindset without meeting people?
That's
like when you're not. It's the same thing with incels. Like I said, like they say shit from afar about women or this, women or that, blah 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 blah. But then they never actually interact with a woman. So how the fuck would your mindset even change?
Not even like,
and you'd only attract other people that think like that.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't think you understand. And she's like a conventionally attractive person. Like she's somebody I look at, I'm like, you're but ugly. I was like, if you were to get up and approach men, or not even like if you see a guy that you find interesting, just approach him, be like, I don't think you understand. If you approached 10 guys, bet money you could bag about 7 of them. And I would never understand why women don't see they have that much power. You walk up to a guy, you spoke up, hey, how you doing? What's your name? Da da da. The only time I've ever seen a guy outright just turn a girl down is if, one, really wasn't attracted to her, and 2, he had a girlfriend. And number 2 is really
Even if
finicky.
he's really not attracted to her, like he would at least like have a conversation, you know?
Yeah, and I'm like, in this day and age, it's hard for the man them. If you could, you don't even have to just show him that the door is a little bit creaked. He'll bust it wide open. You don't even have to do much. So I was thinking the whole night. I was thinking about what episode we're gonna do today, and I was like, and it's like today, what can the man them do?
But what's it called there to add on to the thing that you said? Like somebody he broke it down to me. He's like many people, they're fighting previous wars that they haven't gotten over, and sometimes they're just fighting with niggas that never really did them wrong. You know what I mean? They're always vigilant and cautious about things that didn't happen to them before, and they haven't truly healed or like know how to deal with that the right way. You know what I mean? That's like me meeting you. You curse me out, and the next thing you know, I'm meeting Shakir, and then I'm worried about him cursing me out. But like he hasn't done that at all. You know what I mean? So I was like, when I hear that, it's just like somebody hurt you, and I know this shit got nothing to do with me. So I don't really pay attention.
Hurt people.
Hurt people.
So for the next segment today, I'm going to be reading a list of, this is titled "The Top 40 Gayest Thing a Man Could Do," and we're going to go through the list and we're going to rate each one, and we're going to see, is it really? I'm not going to say the word, but I'm just going to say that's not very manly, or is it? Is it manly? Number
gay.
one.
Is it gay or not?
Number
Gay
one
is gay.
Number one, drink through a straw.
That's manly.
No, you could, because look, the cup can be dirty. You don't want your lips on that dirty ass cup.
Okay, so drinking through a straw. Okay, calm. Number 2, cross legs knee over knee.
Gay. Gay.
I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna hit the Zias. That's not very manly. A skincare routine.
That's manly. Because I do it.
Yeah.
It's manly because I do it. Yeah.
Because I do it.
I just think it's mainly because I feel like girlies been. This is off topic, but I feel like the girls been gatekeeping the skincare routine for time. Because I was like, if I had a skincare routine, if I knew what I knew about improving my attraction in like middle school, my high school would have been completely different. So like, I would have been a pretty boy in high school. But that's besides the point. Watch sunsets.
That should be healing your soul. I'm not gonna lie. That should be healing your soul. You
Great
feel
line.
better after looking at a nice sunset.
I live by a lake, and I like when summertime, I just go walk by and sit and just watch the sunset.
Honestly, I would argue that it's very manly to do that. Like after hard days of work, watching
bro.
nature at its peak.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna check that out. That's not gay. Enjoy broad. Oh, I skipped one. Cry at rom-coms.
That's gay.
Yeah, yeah.
Very gay.
I don't know. I couldn't be seated next to Baysky and something come on the TV.
Before we continue, we are not saying gay in a derogatory way. Okay, this is not supposed to be derogatory. This is all fun and games. We accept the gays.
I love the gays. What? The gays love me. They always think I'm gay.
One of my oldest friends is gay.
Facts, bro.
We're allies on here.
Facts, bro.
The next one, enjoy Broadway.
That's not gay.
Yeah, I feel like
I think as someone that enjoys Broadway, that's a little gay. I'm not gonna lie.
He has the whole Hamilton musical playing, bro. I got a whip. I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, maybe he got like Sirius XM and he hit the wrong channel. I look at his phone. I'm like, nigga, Hamilton? He's like, sorry, bro.
It's a little gay. I'm not gonna lie, but I fuck with it.
Okay.
It's okay. Okay, we've been accepted you for who you are.
Listen, number 7, pumpkin spice latte.
Oh yeah,
That's very gay.
that is not manly at all.
That's
Okay.
not even not manly. That's just bad taste.
Okay, use emojis excessively.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The only time I use emojis excessively is like if something is really funny.
No, there's like 7 emojis you're allowed to use. After that, you're doing too much. And it's
Okay.
like the crying emoji, the skull emoji.
There's a list.
No,
You
I'm just
would know.
going off the top of my head. What else? The sad emoji. Then
Eggplant water.
the
Okay, let's see. The number 9, own throw pillows.
I got like 5 pillows on my bed, so I can't even tell you.
I need like 7 pillows when I'm sleeping.
And mind you, I don't use any of them for my head.
I use like maybe 2, but I need to be surrounded by pillows.
I'll come on here and admit, I got me a couple pillows on my bed too.
Yeah,
You know,
I got the one body. I got a 6-foot pillow.
I low key cuddle with one. It's
Ain't no low key. I needed to go to sleep. Listen, I got one. Depending on what mood, there's like 3 different ones right here. They're all over there, but it's like I don't feel. Actually, I'm gonna go get them.
Oh, let's see. Wagwan.
Actually, let me show you what my girl got me yesterday.
We got this one right here. This is the quality one right here.
That's a life size pillow. You cuddle with that pillow, Steve?
I have one of those too. Yeah.
I got this one right here.
I got this
Yeah.
shark yesterday. I had a great sleep holding this shit.
This is y'all the reason the women are saying the men are not men anymore.
I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
Listen, and this is medium
be
time.
comfortable.
I don't give a fuck. It's my bed. I'm in it by myself, so I'm gonna feel how I feel like it. This is the other one, and I got 2 regular pillows. Depending on how I'm feeling in bed is what I hold to go to sleep.
Okay, I keep it 3, just like 2 king size pillows. I lay on one, and sometimes it get lonely at times out here. I cuddle with my. But I think it's very manly. I don't think it's gay at all. Next one, do yoga.
Yoga's hard. That is manly. Yoga and Pilates.
But think about some of the positions. Downward dog.
But Shaki, I don't think you understand how certain stretches, how it unlocks your hip. Like as I'm growing up, I realized like you got to put your pride to the side on something.
Especially like during leg day, you gotta do some stretches that really.
During my leg day, bro, they hate to see me coming. I'm tooted up, stretching all kinds of stretching. Yeah, bro. And I don't care because if that's what I need to do to make sure I don't tear nothing and go to the hospital, I'm gonna do it.
Okay. Yoga. Let me add a variable to it. The yoga instructor being a guy or a girl. Does that
woman?
Your answer?
Woman.
Yeah. Because certain yoga classes they like to touch up on you.
Hands on.
Yeah. If that's your preference, school that's just not quadro though. Like I can't. I just can't have next man's hands on me like that. But number 11, drinking rosé.
You got.
I don't know.
Also, rosé tastes like ass. So yeah. Okay.
Singing pop diva songs.
Oh, the manliest how,
Yeah,
brother.
The manliest thing you can do.
That's the manliest thing you could do, brother. I can go word for word with Adele.
Let me see. Gossip over brunch.
I love some tea. That's manly, bro.
Exactly.
That is manly, bro.
What's more manly than gathering up with your bros, splitting
Exactly.
a meal,
To
and
talk
talking
shit.
about life?
Exactly.
I don't think you guys understand.
I am a great conversationalist, and this is how I create my connections.
About 2 nights ago, one of my homegirls from college had FaceTime me, and she's like, "I got some tea for you."
No, wait, let me get my cup.
And I had just cooked up a little meal, and when I tell you that gossip, the top here, from the plot twist to I wish y'all knew the severity. We'll talk about it later on the pod. But she was telling me,
you call it gossip. I call it gathering intelligence about your ops.
Exactly.
thank you.
Or it's called being informed. There's a reason why the news exists.
Yes.
But one thing y'all will not bully me as a man to be like, this is not manly, is gossiping. Because this is the best thing anybody ever invented. What? You ever had somebody pull you to the side and tell you some information that struck your core?
No, that should be so funny, bro.
Ooh. The next one, wear slim jeans.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how we
deal with that concept. I don't know how we got
I don't know where we're moving as in 2026, but we as the mandem, we need to have a congregation and say that skinny jeans, we got to throw it out. It's done.
I think there's only 2 reasons you can wear skinny jeans, and 1 is if you're gay, and 2 is if you're Dominican. Other than that, you have no excuse. Because it's part of their culture, bro. You can't look down on that. It's part of their culture.
The Dominicans do love their skinny jeans on some kilo que papi. Let me see. Number 15, binge reality TV.
Manly, very manly. Bruv, listen, Love Island, on a good season, they got me hooked.
Let me see. Take bubble baths.
I've never done it.
I mean, after like a hard workout or like thing, I take like ice baths, but
Ice bath.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
see.
you're doing too much. Too many bubbles. Like,
Yeah.
it's too
As a-
difficult to clean.
As a man, just get in the shower, scrub what you got to scrub, let the water quick and easy.
Yeah.
Collect scented candles.
I got like 2 in here, but I've never used them. For some reason, I bought them, but I'm like,
Okay.
But I don't think. No, I'd like to disagree, Shakir. Like having an environment smell good.
bro, I got
To
like
be fair,
I got like 5 air fresheners in-
house because I have cats. They're allergic to scented candles.
Okay, that's different. But like as I'm growing up, one of the best compliments somebody could give me is tell me that I smell good. Like the other day, I gave someone a hug, and she was a little shorter than me, so right when the breast play a little bit, she said, "You smell clean." I said,
Baby.
I said, "Baby, you want to eat on the first link?" Just
hey, or they be like, when the guy them say, "Oh, you smell nice," thank you, that's my natural scent. When the man them be like, "Oh, you cologne smell nice," what is it? I don't know. Why you asking me shit?
why do you want to smell like me? Be
Why you
yourself.
wanna smell like me?
Be yourself.
There's a million other
Nah.
fragrances out there, nigga. You want to smell like me? What's your fucking problem, bro?
Scented candles is calm, brother. Let me
Listen,
see.
with all of these things, if I do it, it's not gay. Okay.
What is up? Let me see. Man bun.
Gay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Long hair as a man in general. Gay. Do rags. Gay.
It's not even a do-rag.
Let me see. Silk pajamas.
I feel like you got
Absolutely
one. I feel like you got one stored under
straight.
somewhere.
Like the material of the cloth that touches your nether region can fuck up the pH of your nether region. So it's better to use better materials.
You're the first man I've met that care about the pH of his balls.
Why would you not?
But I hear it though. And the last
The thing
one,
is, I've never thought about the pH of my balls before you just said this in my
yeah,
life.
I might have to look that up though.
Your balls sweat.
I just shower and call it a day. But
Yeah.
Let me see. And the last one is
nigga, the ball expector.
owning a cat.
That's the straightest thing. That's the God's greatest creature.
That is.
And now, the reason I brought all these lists up is to dive us into our next segment of did you guys ever have an idea of what growing up, what your perception of masculinity, what it was, and how it's developed up until this point?
Honestly, I feel like I never truly thought about it
Yeah.
into like the internet started with this whole 50-50 masculine, feminine energy, blah, 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 blah. Like, I never truly thought about that. I just believed in existing, and there are what you do and what you got to take care of as a man, or what does a woman do. It's not like there was no nitty gritty of a man doesn't do this, a man doesn't do that. I mean, like in an African household, yes, but it's just like you don't do that. Or I think it's not like it was like a man don't do this or a man don't do that. Only girls do this and do that. But like it wasn't like something that was like kicked into my head. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Shakir?
Yeah. I think the same. I think like more you grow up and you become more like secure in your beliefs and stuff, you kind of realize like masculinity and femininity is not a real thing. I feel like it's like a kind of like a spectrum. Just do what makes you happy. Like if you are not doing something because you think, oh, this isn't masculine or this is too feminine, I feel like that's fucking stupid. If you want to do something, do something.
Yeah.
If you want to wear something, wear something.
And that's why I brought up the list, is because like as like some ridiculous some of those sounds, and we even said some of those things were gay. I feel like if you genuinely feel comfortable and do those things, and that's who you are, go ahead and do it. And
Not even like, oh, go ahead.
It's gotten to the point where I feel like these societal expectations of men to like carry themselves a certain way or do something else to be considered this idea of you're manly. People got to learn to just throw that to the side. I remember whatchamacallit, I didn't tell you guys this, but I think I told Ibra, but my friends from college, their trips to Barbados got cooked. Like it got cooked. And as a result, they're coming to visit me for a week. And it's just 3 girls, and I've been friends with them for like forever. They're coming here, they're staying here. And they're like, we're having baddies in Wisconsin. They're calling it the baddies in Wisconsin week. And we're going to be doing activities and stuff like that. And I'm telling one of my homeboys, he's like, damn, Quadra, I know you get down like that. I'm like, I do stuff that's comfortable to me. If I'm going to get a massage and I feel comfortable, cool. If I want to go out with Gyal and we want to dress up and go to dinner and have a good dinner date, cool. Why am I sitting? And I remember there was a point in my life where I was so concerned about being the manliest of men. And that was the most unhappiest period of my life.
And you know what's crazy? Having that thought that, oh, like whatever I do is the definition of manliness is the most manly shit you can do, bro.
Because you're not a dick sucker.
You're determining your own thing. That's like the most important thing about masculinity, right?
Bro,
Like kind
I
of
was-
responsibility shit,
no.
and you're taking full responsibility and like feeling no shame about who you are. That's the most manly shit you can do.
It's so funny because I remember in high school, it was two different cases actually. There was one kid that we were friends with that he was like, he doesn't brush his tongue because it's gay. And I'm sitting here like,
Cleanliness.
like
Fucking kidding me.
the best thing as a man that you can do for yourself is step out the crib as clean as you humanely can. That was scenario number one. Scenario number two, we had this kid who was like, he didn't wipe his butt because that was also gay.
Cleanliness.
And it was so funny.
Why does it always come down to basic cleanliness that you gotta be like, all right, this is where I draw the line.
Bro, and I remember how we found out was so funny too, because it was this girl that he was hooking up with. And, you know, every time they do the do, she got to get down. And she was like, she caught a whiff one time and that did it for her. And I was like, damn.
His pH was off.
He got doodle stains every time he pulled his boxers off.
Bro, but I'm thinking, and it's so funny now because like as I was thinking about like this segment, I think about like past family, like my past family members and like the grown men, and I'm like, they're like this whole facade of like I'm a manly man and this is what I do, and I'm just be looking at them like, look at you, like a manly man. We don't. I forget.
I think they're most likely gay and they're trying to compensate for something, and that's okay,
bro.
Like that takes too much effort for me to pretend to be something I'm not. Like
literally, I forget like when I was a kid, I remember I got in trouble one time. I got pulled to the side and like he was like telling like one of my uncles, he was like, this is what it means to be a man. And he was giving me this whole list of like, you do this, you do this, you do that. I grew up now, I think he's the biggest bitch I've ever met. The biggest. And I'm sitting here like, I don't know why. So the reason I started with the story and stuff like this, like I'm just like the societal expectations, like this whole trend going around talking about the men are not men anymore. I'm just like, I think as sometimes I get it as a collective, I get it, but also as a nigga in question, I'm just like, I think men have finally gotten to the point where it's just like we're tired. We've been carrying these expectations on our backs for so long. We just want to be ourselves. I want to put on a face mask, put on a good movie sometimes, and enjoy life.
I feel like honestly, like the whole concept of men aren't men, there's some truth to it, but at the same time, there's a lot of things going on. Like, for example, like the one big thing that a lot of women go on about is like, men don't approach us anymore. Like, in the times we fucking live in, are you kidding me? Of course I'm not approaching a woman. What the fuck? Like, bro, it's like, but like, there's so many different things to it though. Like, it's a time where it's like, I can go ahead, just have a regular conversation with a woman. Oh my God, he tried to this, and that. Now you blowing up on TikTok. And you're just like, all I said was, can I get your number? And Shorty said this, and that. Like, and now she trying to think she boss up on me, one up, because it's like, that is so funny. I was like,
I feel like those kind of people aren't real.
yeah, no, absolutely.
I feel like they don't exist in the real world.
But like, no, you meet some. Like, or like those people who get like a big head because a lot of guys like approach them. And it's like, ew, what the fuck? Who do you think you are? Da, 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 da. And it's like, that shit happened to you one time as a kid. That shit will do something to you. Like, as an adult, like, you can take it better, but it's like, all right, bro, she just bugging. But, like, as a teenager, in your teenage years, it's like, oh, shit, like, that shit kind of scars you. That shit destroys you.
I think what makes it so infuriating for me is that, like, sometimes they will, like, W, and they won't really give you an explanation as to why. Like, I've seen situations where it's like...
It's okay, I don't need an explanation.
They don't owe you an explanation.
Yeah, they don't owe you an explanation. That part,
it's like, okay, if somebody, like, let's say I approach you, and I'm like, can I get your number? Oh, no, I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend. Oh no, like, I'm not attracted. Like, so, like, I don't know, maybe not for you guys, but you don't owe me an explanation, but I would like to get one, so I'm like, okay, cool,
No,
not my bag.
I don't think they need to give an explanation, but I don't think like unless it's someone being really creepy, like in general, like you shouldn't respond to people by being nasty to them. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like be like, "Ew, get the fuck away from me," like that type of shit. Like, if
like,
someone didn't do anything to deserve that, just
Like,
don't be nasty.
I remember one of my homegirls was like, why do you, she said ew to somebody, was like, why did you look at yourself and look at me and think that it was okay to approach me? You're human just like I'm human. You should just like I should. We're the exact same. You might think we're more attractive, but if that's the case, if I approach you, I'm really flattered. I'm not appreciated going about the way. Now, if he starts being creepy, I understand why you have to resort to these terms, but you don't have to do that for everybody. So the point about the men not approaching men, I'll be so real. It's real. It's so real. Like I go outside and it's very rare I see a random stranger approach a random stranger and be like, "Hey, what's your deal? What you got going on?" Like,
nah, I still see it, but like at the same time, it's like, oh yeah, I still see it. I still so people like guys who walk up to women and like just ask them, like, but like it's so many sides to it where like, because there's a lot of pretty women. You'll be shocked, like some of the most beautiful, gorgeous women be with ugly niggas, and you're like, how that happen? It's because many guys, they're just like, oh, she probably definitely got somebody already. But that one ugly who really don't give a fuck steps up to her, shot a shot, and makes it, because it's like she don't really get that many opportunities. She might so it's like, hey, I was like, oh shoot, how they end up together? He just approached her. Well, because everybody think, oh, she probably got like 40 million guys who think. So no. So sometimes it's like some people dead would be like, shoot, like first opportunity given to the first person, they get it. I feel like, but there's so many sides to it. The whole concept of like men aren't men anymore. It's like, it's been scientifically proven that like testosterone levels from men has gone down 40% in the past like 10, 15 years. But that's because of like what? The food that we eat, microplastics and all those other stuff. So it's like, there is some truth to it. Men aren't men anymore. Especially with the fact of like, one, the American food, we all know it. That shit is killing us. It's poisonous. Like real talk, like now, like honestly, Quadro, like we used to laugh at you for you watching your diet. I ain't even gonna lie now. I'm at rice and chicken with it these days, and I make sure when I go to the grocery store to buy the chicken, it's organic. How do you grow these chickens? I'm making sure brands and stuff like that matters. The type of rice, veggies. Nigga said I got greens in my shit now.
Because I'll never forget. I forget the video I watched before that, but I was like, not even a video, but there was a time in my life where I just ate whatever. I ate junk food. And I remember how I felt. And I know how I feel when I get good sleep. I eat right. I'm hydrated. I feel good. I feel like I can actually go out in the world and be productive. And in my head, sometimes I'm thinking, I'm like, why doesn't everybody want to feel this way all the time?
Mm-hmm. But that's because a lot of people don't know they're suffering until they realize they are. Sometimes some people, they don't really realize their problems. But like, also it's like, yeah, like a lot of men aren't men no more. Sometimes it's like, some of it isn't our fault. Sometimes it's societal expectations, and how societal expectations haven't changed, but the circumstances have drastically changed. Like, for example, a lot of people are like, oh, a man is looking to go 50-50. Why is that? I'm like, well, it's like
this economy.
Yeah, right. It's like before your dad 60 years ago, your dad could work at Walmart, buy a house, have a wife, who's gonna stay home and take care of all the 2 kids. Kids go to public school, End of the day, you might not have everything, but you're gonna have the basics. Walmart can't even get you sneakers, nigga. A Walmart job ain't even gonna get you the new J's. So it's like, and like, expectations have stayed the same. The requirement and standard of living has increased, but the money that you get for that has only increased bit by bit by bit by bit. Motherfuckers be having to have 2 jobs just to have a roommate. You know what I mean? So it's like, expectations have stayed the same, but people aren't looking at the reality of the situation that men are in no more. Anymore. You got to make 6 figures comfortably, just to be able to even think about your wife like staying home and just being a stay-at-home mom.
And it's the same thing I was like saying, is that we don't like, as guys, it's like, I feel like you got to just find what's comfortable for you. Like, and Shakir, this is the only time you're going to hear me say this. We clown you a lot for the things that you do, but you're comfortable in what you do. If you want to wear your slick pajamas and you go to bed and you're toasty and you're comfortable waking up the next day and you're happy, fine. We're still going to clown you for it regardless. But I respect the fact that like, that's who you are. That's what you're going to do. And you hit it on the nail. That is on point. The manliest thing that you can absolutely do is be your own leader.
Yep. Thank you, Quadro.
No, you're welcome. But most things like that, I'm just like, I feel like, at least for guys, any guy who watches this is like, you got to be comfortable in yourself and what you decide to go do. If you're not, and for the gal that's like, the men are not the men anymore, men are just tired. I feel like it boils down to, there are some things where I'm just like, as a man, you got to step up and get shit done. You don't have, like, it comes with the territory. But other things, I'm like, if we move in together and I'm struggling financially and we both work and I'm asking you to go 50-50 on the bills to just make it easier, maybe we could save more money, go on more trips, I don't see the issue with that.
Yeah, that's nothing crazy. Like if I'm making like 5-6 figures, like as a man, obviously you still need to want to keep improving yourself and getting better and trying to make more money for the family. But it's like at the moment, this is the situation that we're in right now. If it was up to me, would we be in it? No, but I'm trying. Like, you know what I mean? But like, at the same time, it's like, I feel like also too, like the dynamics of society has changed, because for a long time, it's like women have been the one who have been like down and under. So now it's like women empowerment. Like these days, niggas look at you crazy if a woman talk to you crazy and you go back and forth with her. Like it's an insane world we live in. Like, bro, like it's what was it? Like this is so random, but it was like there was this one guy who was talking about how like he's the one. He's like he got a girlfriend. Him and his girlfriend live together. He does the cooking, cleaning, and the work. I'm like, you a bitch. I straight up said that. Like, you a bitch, bro. Like it's but like it's been a move. Like women.
I feel like, but Ibra, if you had a woman that was making significantly more money than you,
Oh yeah, I would.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I would never understand that. If I got to the point in life where I found a partner and she whipped out a check that had more zeros than I've ever seen in my life, and she's like, Quadro, can you stay home? And you would never see me bust out a Mr. Clean outfit. You want breakfast, lunch, dinner. The kids are taken care of. The kids are in school all the time. I'm helping with homework. Some days I might even surprise you with lunch at work.
At work, we driving by, be like, where's my wife?
Yeah,
bro. Like it,
and I'm like, it's okay. Like I feel like so many people are stuck in this whole thing of like you gotta like you the strict guidelines we try to put people in, and some people are not meant to be in those boxes. It's like, what are we doing?
No, yeah, like bro, it's the dynamics of society has changed. Like a lot of things have changed. Like women now are like they're not expecting like a woman now is expecting to go have a career for herself, build something for herself and stuff like that. A lot of things have changed where it's like, you know, it's like for example, black people for a long time were down, slowly coming up. So it's like expectations of like now a woman expectation is like now we equal partners. I'm not going to just sit down here and be the Robin to your Batman. I'm looking to be Batman too. I'm Batman too. So it's like, but at the same time though, there are women who want to be Batman and Robin. No. It's hot. There is no in between. Like, you know what I mean? There's a woman who's like, men do this, do that, do this, but I'm a boss ass bitch and you don't tell me what to do. Yeah, we don't. That's not how it works over here. You don't sit down here like the whole.
You can't take the benefits of the patriarchy without
the giving. You're taking without giving. The drawback, exactly. Like it's like your money's our money, my money's my money. No, buddy. Your money is my money too. I would never ask you for it, but at the same time, it's our money. All money is our money, right? Once we get in this,
we're partners. And advice I would be giving any man them who tune into this podcast weekly is that you just, I wish, and it would never happen because there's always going to be that one nigga. But if men had the discernment to pick wisely and just avoid certain situations, like if you hear a situation that doesn't sound good for you, walk away. You'll find something that works. Because the thing is, as much as I've found women who are also like, I hate men and I don't want to do this. Equally, on the flip side, when I go out in the real world, I find women who are just as much as like, oh, like I want a partner. I want a man who does this. I want a man who is in touch with his feminine side. I want a man who isn't too like stuck in his ways and is willing to like, for each and equal. It's just whichever side you're looking at is what you're gonna find.
You know, it's just that like the extremes of both sides are the loudest. So you hear that. So the only way you can actually find out what's in the real world is actually putting yourself out and meeting people. Like if you just listen to the internet noise, you're just gonna think everyone hates each other.
Beautifully wrapped up, my brother. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear what you guys think down in the comments. Modern masculinity these days. Are we fucking with it? Are we not? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I think last time I checked, we're at 83 subscribers. So road to 100, man, them. You know, easy pacing, brothers. So without any further ado, hope you guys enjoy this episode and we will catch you guys next week. Peace.